Hey guys, welcome to another video on Brand Device where we talk about business and finance in Germany. And in this video, I want to talk about one of the worst financial decisions that you can make in Germany. And all of that I'm talking from experience, and I'm going to show you the actual documents, the timeline and everything, which made it very stressful situation for us. And I wouldn't recommend anybody to go through this. So what is a Bausparvertrag? Bausparvertrag is a kind of a contract where you have two phases. You have one phase where you're putting money inside, on top of it you're getting some kind of interest, and then there's another phase in which you're able to take money out on the remaining amount of the Bausparvertrag at some kind of interest rate. Let's say you sign a contract for 100,000 euros for a Bausparvertrag because you want to buy a house sometime in the future, and this is going to help you make sure that you are not facing any kind of poverty when you're old. On the 100,000 euros, you have, let's say, 50,000 euros that you have saved up, at which you generally get 0.1% interest rate. And on the rest of the 50,000 euros, you will be able to get around 1.5% of interest rate. Now, this is like a typical scenario. And the main idea behind it is that if you're able to start your Bausparvertrag today, you will be able to save for your future. And when the interest rates rise in the future, because, well, this is the main thing that all of these bankers and consultants tell you about, that yes, these housing loans interest rate is always going to go up in the future and stuff like that. That's why it makes sense that you get a fixed interest rate right now. That's what they sell you on. They tell you that, hey, you will be already making your future more secure, and they're giving you the stream of you will be able to buy a house, blah blah. All right, sounds good, but there are so many things they never tell you about. First of all, you already know that the savings interest rate is not much. It's 0.1% or something. But for a layman who doesn't have any idea of stock market investing or whatsoever, like we were in the starting, we had no idea about stock market and stuff. We had no idea that you can actually put your money to work and you can get a lot better interest rate than actually instead of putting inside these kind of financial products. Now, so for those people, this sounds like a big deal, but the costs and the conditions associated with it is really bad. At the time when we were saving for a Bausparvertrag, we were earning around 1,500 euros per month, and from that 350 euros would already go aside for the Bausparvertrag. And we were like, yes, we are doing the right thing because we are saving for our future, and with the rest of the money we are going to do our household and everything. Now a great opportunity came. We were able to find a very nice house for a very affordable price in Denmark. And we were like, hey, we are going to actually go ahead. We are going to buy the house, and we have the Bausparvertrag. We already have decent amount of money saved up there, and we can also rely on that money. And we were like, all right, we don't have to borrow any kind of money, and we will be able to manage it. And we wanted to buy this house around October. So we went to the company with which we signed our Bausparvertrag, and we were like, hey, we have found a really nice opportunity and we want to take our money out. And they were like, yes, you can take your money out, but it will have some kind of cost whatsoever. And I was like, what kind of costs? And they were like, yeah, first of all, you have the Abschlusskosten for the entire contract. So it turns out when you sign a Bausparvertrag, you are actually putting inside 1% of the entire amount as the fee for the Bausparvertrag. So if you started a Bausparvertrag for 100,000 euros, 1% of that is 1,000 euros, and that cost is distributed to you over 5 years or over 10 years, something like that. So as soon as you sign the contract, you're already 1,000 euros in minus, but nobody tells you about it. They just say there are some kind of costs and it is going to be distributed. It's not a big problem whatsoever. And you're like, all right. Then second thing, you see on this document is dated 18 September or something. And of course I approached them on 1st September or something like that. And here they write that they will only be able to give us our money that we saved on 31st December. That means we cannot use this money to buy the house that we wanted to buy. And this is the money that we saved up for so many months, and we were relying on this money that, hey, we will be able to take care of the house purchase and everything with this. But just because we put the money inside, because of all of these sweet talks from the banks and the consultant into this Bausparvertrag, we were not able to use our money. The money that we saved up, the money that is ours. Second thing, now you see here, Ausstehende Abschlussgebühren, which is 240 euros. This is the contract cost that I'm talking about. Then they're talking about Kündigungsentgelt, which is 50 euros. So because you're canceling the contract, you again have to pay 50 euros. Then they're taking away the Altersvorsorge. So the state supports you because you're putting the money inside a Bausparvertrag, and that means you're trying to take care of your future. So the state supports you with some kind of amount. And all right, they take that money out. I understand that. All of this I find absolutely shameful. And when this happened and we were relying on our money, we had to actually borrow the money from my parents and from the family so that we could actually go ahead and buy the house. And all of this was actually multiplied 3 times because there were 3 different contracts. One was for me, one was for Alina, and one was for us combined. That means all of these costs you see here, it is like at least like double, because for Alina they are the same cost, and in the third, in the combined account, there were some different kind of costs. So one thing I can tell you already, if you're thinking about doing a Bausparvertrag, you can actually not rely on this money, especially when you're thinking about buying a house outside Germany. You cannot rely on this money if you need the money out for private purposes. And you will actually have to wait for this money like almost for more than 3 months so that you can use your own money. Imagine you had some kind of like accident, or like maybe there's some emergency in your family and you need the money out. You need the money that you saved up on the side. You will not be able to take it out, or you will have to pay 3% of the costs so that you can use your own money. Your money is better placed in any other kind of fund, ETF, stocks whatsoever than in this one financial product. And this one thing I can never ever recommend in my life ever again. And any person I know, I'm going to like definitely tell them my experience and how bad this entire story was. Because when you're earning less money and you come across some nice opportunity whatsoever, which can essentially change your life. We were thinking about starting our business here, and we were having so many hopes, and we were like, yes, this is going to work out, and we will be able to receive guests and stuff, and we will be able to fix this house because we have this money saved up on the side. But when we went to these people to get our money back, they told us we cannot get it. And this is our own money. So I can already tell you that, be aware of this. Even after watching this video, like you're thinking about like doing a Bausparvertrag or something, if something goes wrong, it is on you. I already warned you in the starting. My experience with this is bad, and I cannot recommend it in good conscience to anybody. So that was pretty much it. I think you could imagine how strongly I feel about this particular issue, because we would have missed out on our house buying opportunity if we didn't have the family like who were able to borrow us the money. And again, like this is something that shouldn't happen. This is your money. You should be able to take it out anytime you want. But when you put your money inside these kind of products, it becomes very, very stressful. So avoid this situation, share this video with one of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.